today's video, I'm going to finish off these few bits I need to do on the bike to get ready for my track day. I was hoping to get it all done in that first video, but things kind of, well, it just took a lot longer than I was expecting. Right, so in this one I'm going to switch the gear linkage to race shift, take off the rear pegs, remove the number plate bracket and put in the plate, install the GPS logger, and that's it. Oh, and adjust the rear brake. And then I'll probably do a little test ride as well. Right, some rear foot pegs. Not going to need these on track. Plus, all sports bikes look better without rear pegs on. There we go. Right, now down the other side. That's that taken off. Looks much better without them. Looks much better. When I start riding it again on the road, I don't think I'll bother putting them on unless someone's specifically going to go on the back, which is unlikely. Right, give the back brake a little bit of adjustment. Get in there, right. Scratching the exhaust. Might help if I use the extension. There you go. Let's try that. Cool, that's that done. Right, now let's install the data logger. Change first. Take the back off. Right. So we've got to undo all this. The wire. So that's just a little bracket for the ODB port just to sit in, which is that. In a minute we got to connect that to the logger. That's for my trickle charger, so just get that out of the way for now. All these other wires will be out of the way in a minute, well a bit later when I take the number plate off. Right, now this one, I don't want to lose that. I might leave that plugged in for the time being because that's not going to go far. Right, so this is the power, which is the USB port in the back, but the data logger needs this power, so that'll be unplugged. So a little pull comes out. There's the data logger. There's that connector that's got to go into the ODB connector. The instructions for doing this are not very clear, but I guess at the end of the day it doesn't matter, just put it in, and if as long as it's not moving. So that's got to plug in like that, and the power is to plug in like that. That is the USB key, which you've got to put somewhere which is accessible, because that's what you need to download the data. You unplug that and take the USB key there out. So that mine needs to be somewhere neat and tidy. Right. There is a bit more space down there, so what I think I'm going to do Right, so I'm going to try and get this as tidy as possible, but it's a little bit tricky at the end of the day. As long as it's secure, not moving around, should be all good. Right, so I have used the Velcro that, so it shouldn't move around too much. Also Velcro the big connector into place, and then I stuck the mount for the USB. So after each, if I want to download some information from it, open up the back, pull that out, take the USB pen, put it back in there when I'm done. Hopefully it should stay there when I'm riding. Right, now I need to put all this back together. Right, now the back's back on, the GPS data logger is actually in there, ready to go, other than it needs the actual, what they call the GPS mouse, which is this guy, basically just the GPS sensor. So that's got to be plugged into the data logger, but before I do that, it's got to go through this, which is the mount for the GPS sensor, and also be screwed onto this as well. So that's what I'm going to do now. Right, so we need to take off these bolts, or bolt. Off that comes. This one's got to be mounted. So I think this one's got a few more screw holes though, so yeah, it's got 3 screw holes. It's also actually doubles, obviously I should have mentioned this earlier, also doubles as a GoPro mount, which is pretty cool. So a real strong GoPro mount, not designed to have like a big stick off the back of it like people have been doing and then complaining it snaps. It's not designed for that. It's designed for a camera, maybe mounting it a little bit off of it, but I think people have been putting the big long selfie sticks on the back and then complaining that they snap. To be fair, this part is actually quite cheap. The carbon fibre cover, otherwise, other hand, it's actually a lot. It's quite a bit more. This particular one I got from RPM Carbon, which is not the official one, but it's £100 cheaper than the official BMW one. Wouldn't surprise me if it's actually the same company making it. I don't know. The weave looks pretty good. If you look at it, the weave looks pretty identical, so I don't think you'd be able to tell a difference. Right, nice and tight. Right, now I've got to work out how I'm going to do this Velcro. So I think if I put it, so that looks like it wants to sit in there. If I put that there. That should be alright. Now, how am I going to do this? So one thing that's a bit rubbish is doesn't clip on or anything. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think, because what I'm going to do is cut up some of that Velcro I got left and put some Velcro bits in it. Might have to buy some more. There we go. That's that installed, albeit that's not fixed properly yet. I think I'm going to get some thicker double-sided tape, or maybe I'll glue it permanently, because you shouldn't ever need to take that out unless you crash. So once it's in, and you'll always be able to get it off. You'll always be able to get it off if you really wanted to anyway. So the only thing left to do is to take the number plate off, blanking plate in, but I think I'm going to take it for a test ride. Sun's out, might as well have a quick blast. See how we get on. Right, hopefully you can hear me. See what this the changes are like. Feels weird riding without mirrors. Feels like a race bike. It's pretty cool. Cannot wait to get this on track next week. It's going to be absolutely fucking mega. Feels nice with the bike running in race shift. Positions pretty much spot on actually. The back brake feels pretty good as well, although I'm not really using it.
What's everyone's thoughts about using higher octane, like the I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? The 99 octane stuff in the bikes. Is it worth it, or is it just a? I thought I'd grab myself a quick burger, but it is absolutely heaving. Let's just get out of there. What is going on? How busy is this?
So, right, so let's start off by disconnecting these cables. So the indicator, brake light, I guess, or sorry, number plate light. On this bike, the brake lights are the indicators. Pretty cool. So that's why there's so many cables I expect in there. Oh, how easy is that? Don't remember that being that easy on my R1. I think it was a lot harder. And it's nice as well that the number plate bracket on these bikes, not a massive one that sort of sticks out of the back. It's a short one. I don't know why all bikes don't come like that. Simply right, that's all the jobs I wanted to get done. Looks like a proper race bike now with no number plate on. The only thing I do need to do is, obviously these tyres are absolutely shut. So I've got a set of Metzlers I'm going to put on. About 30 miles on the road. Get there, throw it on hopefully when I get there. It's going to be a bit of a pain. Yeah, these are shot anyway. Almost down to the wear markers and really squared off. Done far too many motorway miles on this bike. Not planning on doing any more. Cannot stand riding this thing on a motorway. It's all about the twisties. Right, anyway, the video is probably quite boring, but I'm going to try and get a bit more into this YouTube stuff. Comment below, let me know what you think. Like I say, it's probably pretty rubbish. The plan is to get a lot of onboard footage and maybe a bit of paddock banter and stuff like that in the next in the video for the track day. Yeah, and maybe include a few more track days this year if I can fit them in. Do a few other bits and bobs, yeah. I'll do a review of the bike as well at some point. Things I like about it, things I don't like about it. There's not a lot, but the odd little bit here and there maybe. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.